It's about the restoration of our republic. We want to educate, encourage, enable the power. We stand for integrity, honesty, self-reliance, self-defense, and most importantly, no compromise on our foundational principles. This is America's Voice Now.
Find America's Voice Now on Facebook and at americasvoicenow.org. Here's Michael Evans.
All right. Hello, America. You're listening to America's Voice Now. Truckers and bikers to save the day. Isn't it amazing that truckers and bikers are the new sons of liberty in America? They're roaring to D.C. on October 11th through the 13th. Their goals are to essentially freeze and stop all commerce from occurring in the United States, to starve the beast to death during that 3-day period. Why? Well, I'm going to tell you why. The only way to stop the beast in this country is to starve it. Governments live on money. They survive on money. Without taxes, without commerce, they will die. We don't look for an end to all government. We don't want anarchy. But we want to starve this beast into submission. And I applaud truckers and I applaud the bikers for having the courage to stand up and be the sons of liberty that we need in this country. God bless you. Thank you. You're achieving something I wrote about over a year ago. If we want to take this nation back, we will have a national strike. We will have a national strike of immense proportion. A massive, peaceful, civil disobedience. Note the key word peaceful. Massive, meaning hundreds of millions of Americans, or at least tens of millions. That's all it will really take, folks. We've never seen a million-man march or a million-man anything that has actually hit their mark. They've been calling things million-man this and that, million-woman this and that for the last 20 years. We've never seen a million people march on Washington. 33 million Egyptians out of 84 million, almost half, showed us up. They walked like Egyptians. They stormed their capitals and they said, enough is enough, we're done. We want a secular government. Now, don't misunderstand me. There are powers that be that are seeking to hijack those movements of the citizens. The difference is that those countries and those folks don't have the courage and the knowledge and the wisdom that our founders have implanted in us as instinctual. What we need is a national coalition of individuals, and it should be formulated by the Tea Party, by the Constitution Party, and the Libertarian Party. Forget the Republicans, forget the Democrats. They're lost to us. And we should be seeking candidates who are pre-vetted, pre-qualified, and are willing to sign an agreement that if they violate the terms of the agreement, they are immediately removed from office. We don't have to go through a recall. We don't have to impeach them. They voluntarily sign an agreement that says if you violate the tenets of this agreement, we can immediately remove you from office. And you agree to it in advance. Here's the deal. In less than 2 weeks, thousands of truckers are going to descend on Washington, D.C. The bikers did this about a month ago. They're going to call for the restoration of a constitutional republic. They're also tied together now with the folks that are on the Americans rallying on the overpasses for impeach Obama. So here's how you can participate. You can participate, number one, if you're a trucker. Number two, if you're not a trucker but you want to ride with one. Number 3, if you're not a trucker but you want to drive and go there anyway and participate, I strongly encourage you to do so. Number 4, if you're not a trucker at all but you just want to support them, there's a number of ways you can do that. 1, you can immediately go first and foremost to their Facebook page. I would strongly ask that you accomplish that task immediately. They've been shut down by Facebook a number of times. And the reason they have is because Facebook is in the pocket of this administration. But I want you to go to their Facebook page, and I want you to like it, because it helps for us to get the word out. Everybody who likes it, when something's posted there, everybody else that you know gets it. In addition to that, they have a website, and let me just get the actual sites. I'll give them to you in a moment. It's called Truckers Ride for the Constitution. ridefortheconstitution.org. That's the website, ridefortheconstitution.org. Now, what's interesting is that they have tied themselves together with the overpasses for Obama's impeachment group. And here's how you can participate. If you're not a trucker and you don't have anything to do with the trucking industry, but you want to support this effort, you can create a poster or a flyer, or you can create a banner. Go down to a local printing office. They'll make you one on vinyl for $25, $30. And set it up on an overpass that calls for Obama's impeachment and a return to constitutional governance in the United States of America. To put the Constitution back in its rightful place. For us to be a nation ruled by law, not by tyrants. The truth is this. These gentlemen, these ladies who are driving these trucks, who are riding their bikes, they, ladies and gentlemen, are the sons of liberty of old. They are today's version of the Black Robe Regiment. Where's our churches? Why aren't they supporting this? Where's our civic groups? Why aren't they supporting this? Where's our VFW halls? Why aren't they supporting this? Where's our national media hosts? Why aren't they supporting this? Facebook shut them down. Repeatedly, they've shut their website, their Facebook pages off. They had 86,000 likes on the one in a couple of days, and Facebook pulled it down. And you know why they pulled it down? Because a bunch of leftists who are trolls on the internet went over there and screamed bloody murder and accused them of the administrator of the page offended someone by the following statement: "God bless you and God bless America." That's the excuse they used. Ladies and gentlemen, understand where we are. We are in a war. It's a soft war, I grant you that. It is not a shooting war. Our goal is that it should never ascend or descend into a shooting war. We are peaceful, but we are determined. We realize and recognize that we have made mistakes over time. We recognize that we have dropped the ball over the last number of years in terms of being watchdogs for our republic. But the truth of the matter is, just because we've made mistakes in the past doesn't mean that we will fail to take corrective action now. We've lost the ability to take corrective action because you're constantly bombarded by the concept that you can't possibly win. You're only one person. You're too small. Leave it alone. Just go along to get along. Go with the flow. Well, let me tell you something. We've had enough. The days of political domination and elitism and a political caste in the United States, those days are to be short-lived. Americans and patriots are rising everywhere. And for them, for the harlots and the prostitutes out there, the massive media, who is losing their audiences in droves because Americans are waking up, for them, winter is coming. We the people, we are the silent sufferers of the torment that has been fostered upon us by government, by agencies, by tyrants of all shapes, colors, sizes, dimensions, denominations, divisions, departments. We are the downtrodden, we are the broken, and we are the betrayed. But we, the people, will yet stand tall, and we will regain our strength. Our time is coming, and our purpose is clear. Our eyes are wide open, and our minds are awake. Our courage grows day by day because we know that we have the moral high ground. We have the constitutional high ground. We have righteous high ground. We have the acorn in us that is growing into a tree of freedom and liberty, and we're watering it every day. We're watering it with the lies and the poisons that you feed us. And that tree of liberty is growing strength. We understand that we have made mistakes and that there will be a price to pay for our past apathy and our mistakes. But we are ready to make amends. We are ready to make amends to ourselves. We're also ready to make amends to our progeny, to the children who will come after us, who we have betrayed by our apathy, by standing today. We will make amends to our ancestors, whose hopes and dreams and promises to us we have betrayed. And most importantly, we will make amends to our God for failing to do that which was our duty. The reason for that is real simple, folks. Our God has planted in us a seed, a kernel. It's innate in every one of us. It's instinctual. And it's a kernel and a seed of liberty and freedom. You cannot be born without it. They have them in Afghanistan too. They have it in Brazil. They have it in France. They have them over in Iceland. But theirs has been tamped down by literally hundreds, in some cases thousands of years of oppression. But our seed is fresh. And like starving men, we will water, and we will fertilize, and we will nurture, and we will cajole that tree of liberty into maturity, back to life. And once again, the United States of America will eat of its fruits. Beware, tyrants. The day will come when you will find that your moment in the sun has been overshadowed by our tree of liberty, our tree of freedom. It is our duty, it is our obligation, it is our only hope. And there are millions of trucks who are going to pause and freeze commerce in the United States of America. They're going to help us. And we can help them. We can help them because we have the courage of our convictions, because we know what needs to be done, because we are people who seek a peaceful solution to a vast and incomprehensible problem. It will take all of our efforts to flood that polluted sewer and wash all the trash away. It will take us, each and every one of us, to stand tall, irrespective of our discomfort, of our fear, and stand up and march upon our state capitals, our federal capitals, and say, we, the people, have had enough. And the first shot that will come across the bow has already been done. These are not shots from weapons. We're not seeking a violent means to restore our government. We're seeking a peaceful means. So it's a euphemism. Those libtards out there who want to try to hang me for that, you go right ahead and try. Everyone else knows what I mean. Each step, the first one was the bikers going to D.C. This one with the truckers. You see, America is growing. This isn't going to be a one-day battle, folks. Grab yourself by your bootstraps and recognize this will take the rest of our lives. And we will have to be strong and dedicated and fearless in order to accomplish it. There is no other way. I'm going to leave you with something that is very, very important for you to remember. And I don't care whether you like the guy, and I don't care whether you like his quotes, but I am going to tell you this. This one matters because it exactly describes our situation now. He encouraged his own people with it during the onslaught of World War II. And here's what he said. Still, if you will not fight for the right when you can easily win without bloodshed, if you will not fight when your victory will be sure and not too costly, you may come to the moment when you will have to fight with all the odds against you and only a precarious chance of survival. There may even be a worse case. You may have to fight when there is no hope of victory, because it is better to perish than live as slaves. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Winston Churchill. And I don't care whether you like the man or not, the truth is the truth. I encourage you to find that, write it down, share it with your friends, talk about it in your churches, talk about it in your schools, post it on the back of your trucks, put it on a sign on the back of your motorcycle, put it on a sign in your front yard. Still, if you will not fight for the right when you can easily win without bloodshed, if you will not fight when your victory will be sure and not too costly, you may come to the moment when you will have to fight with all the odds against you and only a precarious chance of survival. There may even be a worse case. You may have to fight when there is no hope of victory, because it is better to perish than live as a slave. You've been listening to America's Voice Now. Thank you for joining with us. You can find us on the web at americasvoicenow.org. You can find that particular story where I read that piece from The Plan to Take Back America. Place all state and federal capitals under civil disobedience siege. It's right on our website. You can type it into a browser if you want. Plan to Take Back America, state federal capitals under civil disobedience siege. americasvoicenow.org. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/America's Voice Now. And then you can find this and every other program that we do up on YouTube, where we have a streaming video. And you can share that with your friends, post it on your Facebook pages, post it on your websites and your blogs. Let's educate America and use October 11th through 13th to put our government back in its place. God bless you, and God bless America. We need every patriot we can get.